here in other frames, but of course last session is a bit different. That wasn't an easy black, but at this point you would have expected Martin to make it. Dare say we'll see some more mistakes as we go along, because they used to call this the point of no return when I was playing. The last session you go out there, this is the time where you're going to win or lose, and this is the time when you're going to find your best.
One. Six. Seven. Eleven. Twelve.
It's an opportunity he probably didn't think he was going to get once he missed that long pink. Can get into the match, into the frame rather here. Three reds are tightly grouped up again, but they will all pot in certain pockets. He would like the black on its spot really though, because it makes getting onto those reds considerably easier.
When he's looking there at possibly getting on the black, he hasn't got a great angle off this red. He would like to get close to the black, but as you can see the wedge going away from the black.
18.
Well, he didn't want to play with the rest, but if he'd have got the cue ball further over onto the cushion, the black would have been straight. At least now he can take the black on and possibly play for those two reds into the left centre. Certainly doesn't make the pot any easier though, playing with the rest and the extension, the end of the cue. It's a very good pot, and I could say he's been slightly fortunate with the kiss on the red, but I may say he deserves it as well with such a fine pot.
Yeah, he wouldn't have played the kiss, he would have played in behind the two reds, but just off straight. Right to the left middle now, that's not bad. It's ain't off straight, it's almost dead straight actually, which means you can't really run through onto the blue. There you see, there's hardly any angle there at all. If he screws back towards the black, he's a bit close to it, and you'd have to get it spot on. So now I think he's looking at just running through and getting deliberately short on the blue. The other red that he's looking at now is slightly more difficult, so decisions. He's caught between about three different shots here. The one to screw back on the black, as I say, it's just that it would leave him really close to the black and he couldn't afford to misjudge it. There's no margin for error for that shot unless he screws it off the cushion. It's amazing what you can see out there, isn't it, when you're under pressure that is awkward. Plays the more difficult red of the two. I never felt that was going to go in.
There's one at 25.
Always at the first draw.
Well. Not often you see that. The player, both of them missing the shot. Expect them to get into the same pocket. None of them easy.
Yeah, that wasn't an easy red that Martin played. I must admit at the time I thought he could see the red that was close to the pocket. I'm only assuming that he couldn't get to it.
One.
Because the one that he played, that's quite a narrow angle to be trying to pot into. I guess if it goes in, the frame is his. There's another chance though for Gilbert. But it's worth mentioning, he's been a professional 11 years and this would be the biggest match of his life. He did qualify, as I said earlier, and lost to Stephen Hendry, but this would be by far the biggest match he's ever played. A chance to win a match at the Crucible against a top 16 player. That would be why that this is turning out to be a bit of a mental hurdle for him.
Well, most of the hurdles are mental anyway at the profession at this level. The professional players, they're all great players. You watch them practice and you think they're going to win the championship every time they enter it. It's another ask when you get out there. A little awkward this one. His bridge arm is stretching there. See, straight out and bring a little bit of tension into you if there wasn't any in the body anyway.
The other thing though, Terry, is it just gets a player through to the best of 25, 3-session matches. You know you've arrived then, really in the tournament, playing over that sort of duration. All that is ahead of him. If he can win this frame, I would say he's a very strong favourite to get through. He'll be 4 up with a possible 5 to play.
24.
And a fairly disheartened opponent, I would think. Won't be needing the pink,
27.
which is away from its spot. That would be an awkward frame ball, but he only needs brown and blue here.
$31. $36.
It's a vital ball. Another frame that's had a lot of twists and turns. Martin Gould has missed quite a few chances, and so has David Gilbert. So it's getting to that vital stage of this match. There's Dave Gilbert there.
42.
He is up to that 42 break, and that's now taken him into a lead of 9 frames to 5, just needing 1 for victory to go into the second round.